And we are going to feature this matchup here for match day 7 of the Premier League as Inter Tolga travel away from home against Chester Blue Tigers at Stamford Bridge. A real big game live right here, right now. Before we get to the matchup between Inter Tolga against Chester Blue Tigers, let's talk to Jimmy about this game here right now. We know that obviously Chester Blue Tigers had a very good start to the season in the Premier League, but they do play Inter Tolga here right now, and can they get the victory here at home? And do you think they're the favourites for John Lewis's team to actually get the 3 points here against Ten Hag's Tolga? It'll be a very interesting matchup between these two teams, but you say about Chester Blue Tigers, a team who have had a very good start to the season so far in the Premier League, since they had a couple seasons away from qualifying for the UEFA Champions League. They want to be consistent this season. I know the last few seasons have actually, won games, but drawn games, lost games, dropped points a few times, missed out on the top 4, missed out for Europe in general for Chester Blue Tigers. And for them, they want to actually be back where they belong and qualify for European football for next season. They've got a long way away until that happens, because May and June is of next year, and we are here in October. So we know they've got to be consistent early in the season if they've got any chance on being around that position by the end of the campaign. And what about the visiting team, Inter Tolga? Could they get something here in this matchup here away from home here at Chester Stadium? They are actually outside of the Champions League positions in 5th position. Win today, they could get in the top 4. Well, they've got a chance. I think both teams have got a chance. But we know Inter Tolga are a team who've actually done alright in the last few matches. They've actually gained a few wins. They've gained a drop points a few times. They've lost 1 or 2 matches of the season so far. So they've still got, something about them in terms of them to actually get into a qualification for European football for next season. We all know that last season these two teams didn't qualify for the European footballs from last campaign. They just missed out in 8th and 9th position, these two teams. But hopefully here in this game, we might find out if Tolga's got more of that grit in this game to actually go over the line and get the victory here in Stamford Bridge here this afternoon. And now let's get to the match between Chester Blue Tigers versus Inter Tolga. Let's head to the game. And we are here live this afternoon between Chester and Inter Tolga here live in Stamford Bridge. A real big, brilliant game this is going to be here this afternoon. Sunshine here in the city of Chester, as these two teams are batting out each other in the European places so far this season in match day 7 of the Premier League. It's a long way to go yet until the end of the campaign, but for Erik ten Hag's side, they missed out a few seasons away from Champions League football. They want to aim to qualify this season in the Champions League for next campaign, and also for Chester as well. As Chester's line up here right now, got Royce up front with Mane, Mo Salah, Minamino, Luke Matthias, Ericsson with J. Joel Saka, Jack Terry, Vida, Nelson, and also Bert Leno. For Inter Tolga, however, their team here this afternoon, we've got Griezmann, Frankie de Jong, Mahrez, David Beckham, Martinez, Kovacic, Dumfries, Rio Ferdinand, De Ligt, Shevchenko, and goalkeeper Andre Onana in goal for Inter Tolga in the match. And the two teams are ready, and they're ready for kick-off right now. And here we go, live at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be Tolga versus here Chester Blue Tigers. And this is it, the big game is between these two teams right here, right now. And now here's Ericsson. And now here's to Royce. Now to Luke Matthias. And now here's a pass here now to Matthias now. Mane, could be a chance, goal! And already there's a goal being scored already. And Chester Blue Tigers take the lead here, live here at Stamford Bridge. And a real good start to the matchup for Chester, and they do take the early lead in this game. A real brilliant, good start for John Lewis's side in this match, and they are leading the game here by 1-0 in the match. Brilliant goal, and he put that right into that top corner in the matchup so far. Great passing and switch of play, and it is now a goal to make it here 1-0 to Chester, and Onana couldn't save that one. And it is 1-0 Chester. Now Rio Ferdinand. Dumfries. Now Beckham. Now here's De Jong. Now here's Mane. Now here's De Ligt. Now here's to Rio Ferdinand. Now Beckham. Now is Kovacic. De Jong. Now here's Griezmann. Oh, that could have been a close one. And that could have been a goal there to make it 1-1 there nearly. And a very good chance there for Tolga to get themselves level in the match. Okay for Chestergo. Leno will take it. Now head up. Now for Rio Ferdinand. Martinez. Now to De Ligt. Now Shevchenko. Now Mahrez. Now is Shevchenko. Now Mahrez again. Now is Shevchenko now. Now a good tackle there. Now Tolga again here. Now here's Mane. And now here's a back again here now to Zhenko. It looks like here J. Saka holds it nice and tight. Now Jack Terry, they want to hold out this 1-0 lead here, Chestergo in this matchup. And now good ball. Now to Royce. Royce there finds a pass there to Salah. Salah! Oh, save there from Onana. That could have been a chance to go 2-0 up there. But good save there for the Cameroon goalkeeper. Good save from him. Corner. And I've got to say, it's been a real good matchup so far this afternoon. Chestergo are in the early lead this matchup, they did. But so they want to try and get more than one. Hopefully they get themselves extend the lead here. Oh, to cross. Head up. Oh, could have been saved there for Onana again. And now here's to Royce. Now lost it there. Now to Griezmann for Tolga. Now here's a good pulse now from De Jong. Now Vida. Now to Royce. Trying to find a pass there, but he couldn't. We've got 1 minute left until the end of the game. And it's all over here at Stamford Bridge as it ends here. It's Chestergo Blue Tigers 1, Inter Tolga 0 here at Stamford here this afternoon. Let's get to the second half right now between Chestergo and Inter Tolga. This is 1-0 in the second half, of course, going into the break. And let's see if the Chestergo Blue Tigers extend the lead. Here they go, 2 goals up or something. Now Vida. Now Terry. J. Saka. Trying to find a cross there. No. Clearance there, sort of. Header there now. Now to Kovacic. And now here's to David Beckham. Now to Kovacic. Now Eriksson. Now here's to Jack Terry. Now Vida. Now pings it all the way. Now header. Now is Frankie De Jong. Good pass there. Could be a chance for Griezmann. Goal back, and oh, it could have been. It really could have been 1-0. It could have been there. A great pass all the way to Griezmann. 1v1 for the keeper, but gone wide for a goal kick. A very good chance right there from Griezmann. Now Leno. Header. Griezmann. Beckham. I'll go for a pass there, but lost it there from the defender there, Vida. And I'll pass it there back to the keeper there. Now header there now to Luke Matthias. Now is Vida. Header. Matthias. Now Dumfries. Now here's to Beckham. Now Kovacic. Now Griezmann. Could be a chance for goal back, and it is! And they're level. Inter Tolga are level, and Frankie De Jong puts them level in the game for Inter Tolga. As Chestergo Blue Tigers throughout the whole matchup so far in the lead throughout the whole majority of the game. But Tolga somehow got themselves level in this matchup here. Game on here at Stamford Bridge. I thought it was offside. I thought he was there, Frankie de Jong, but it was onside he was. And Ten Hag's side's level in this match. A lot of complaints for an offside maybe there, but the referee said play on. It's 1-1 here. And now here's to a throw-in. No, he's kept on the pitch here now. Okay, back there to Mane here for Chestergo. Now to Eriksson. Now is Royce. Now is Martinez. Now here's to Kovacic. Now is Beckham. Kovacic now. Martinez! And a goal for Martinez! Lisandro Martinez makes it 2-1 for Tolga. In the second half, they have got themselves from 1-0 down to 2-1 up. And that was a brilliant comeback for Tolga and for Erik Ten Hag's side. And Inter Tolga are now 2-1 up in the matchup by a goal from the Argentinian defensive midfielder, the little man, Lisandro Martinez. His first, let's say, goal, I think it is, for Tolga since joining since 2022. And he scored to make it 2-1 for Inter Tolga in the matchup. Brilliant goal. And that puts them in the lead here at Stamford Bridge. And Chestergo Blue Tigers are at home. Look like they might lose this game here over Inter Tolga. And now a chance for maybe for a third goal here, but blocked here now for a corner. A very good close chance there for Tolga. They get themselves 3-1 up here. And they're now going to be blocked off here for a corner in this matchup here for Tolga. Danger alert. A cross into the box here now from Frankie de Jong. Head away. Now Shevchenko. Now Kovacic. Save there for the keeper. Not long left until the end of the game. Only at least a minute to go until the 90th. Now here's to Frankie de Jong. Clearance away. 4 minutes left of stoppage time remaining here between Chestergo and Tolga. And Tolga will get themselves a 3 points, and they do. And I cannot believe that the Chestergo Blue Tigers were leading the first half 1-0. But in the second half, Lisandro Martinez and Frankie de Jong puts Tolga 2 goals in front to win the match 2-1. A real big, brilliant victory right there for Inter Tolga to travel away from home and be 1-0 down. But in the second half, things have changed and they won the match up by 2-1. And Jimmy, tell us your thoughts on Tolga's comeback in this matchup, as in the first half, very disappointed after trailing the game by 1-0. But in the second half, they rectified that and scored 2 late goals to win the matchup by 2-1. And what's your thoughts on that mentality of Tolga in that second half? I think the players have done quite well in terms of maybe what the manager might have said at the half-time break, in terms of, we could try and get something out of this matchup here. Chestergo Blue Tigers might be the home team in this matchup. They might be the team who've got the fans behind them. But let's show them what we're about in the second half. And that may be the speech from Ten Hag might have said to the players in the half-time break to actually change the result around. And I think Chestergo, however, were a bit sleepy, they were, in the match in the second half. They were a little bit okay, 1-0 up early in the first 5 minutes into the game, but they were a little bit slower in the second half. And I think Tolga found their options, of course, to find a way of victory in this game. Thank you very much there, Jimmy. Let's get straight now to the other 9 coverage of games here for match day 7 of the Premier League for this weekend. A brilliant goal from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who scored in the 40th minute of the matchup and beats past Stegen right into that top corner as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang strikes it into the top corner, and Stegen couldn't save that one, and now it's 1-0 to Addis in the game. And then the late stage of the matchup, Georgia and Sig themselves level in the matchup. We all thought that Addis could get the 3 points, but in the 85th minute of the game, a great goal from the Spanish midfielder Pedro from outside of the box, beats past Oliver Kahn in the top corner, as Georgia and City are trying to get back into winning ways after a poor start to the season of the Premier League. But Pedro right there puts it past the keeper into the top corner, and now it's 1 apiece here between the two sides. But however, both teams share a point here this afternoon as Alice Gunners drew by 1 apiece here against the strugglers Georgington City in this matchup. It was an early start for the Georgington Red Devils and scored in the first 16 minutes into the game as Usain Bolt caught the Red Devils in the league leaders of the Premier League, as he was 1v1 to the keeper of AFC Richmond, and now they are in front in this matchup here at Nelson Road. And 20 minutes later, the Red Devils extend the lead. They go 2 goals in front as Kylian Mbappe ran with the ball all the way past there to Kai Havertz, switched it there to Rooney, and then Rooney hits it past the keeper there to make it 2 for the Georgington Red Devils before half-time. A brilliant strike into the bottom corner and a brilliant goal right there for him as Rooney scores the second for the Red Devils. The match ended at Nelson Road Stadium as the Red Devils carry on that winning momentum in the Premier League as they are still top of the league with no losses this season, only 1 draw and gained 6 victories, and they won the game here by 2-0. And Newport Dragons got themselves in the lead in the first 11 minutes into the game as Scott Hodgson puts the Dragons in the lead and beats past the keeper Martin Dubravka, the Iceberg goalkeeper, to put them in the early lead of the game here at the Olympic Stadium by 1-0. As Newport Dragons a real nice counter-attack in their team as William Roseman passed the ball nicely, sharply there to Scott Hodgson as it was 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and then Dubravka saved it and then rebounded back to a player from the Newport Dragons from a long shot from long range to put them 2 goals in front as Christian Pavon makes it 2-0 to the Dragons. And the keeper obviously saved it, and then outside the box there when the keeper was out of his goal, he strikes it in open net now to make it 2-0 here to Newport Dragons. However, 20 minutes being played in this matchup here, Newport Dragons somehow got the 3rd goal in the matchup in the first 20 minutes into the game as a great pass there from Hodgson there to Johan Cruyff, as Cruyff right there beats Dubravka again here to make it a 3rd goal for Newport Dragons. In the first half, the Newport Dragons are running riot here at the Olympic Stadium. Just before half-time, Newport Dragons before the break got the 4th goal of the matchup as Johan Cruyff went on a counter-attack run here, passed ball to Scott Hodgson and scores his 2nd goal for the Newport Dragons this afternoon as before half-time the Dragons go 4 goals in front here past Iceberg Forest as the matchup did actually end the game here as in the second half was no goals scored between any of the 2 teams, and the match ended as 4-0 to Newport Dragons and a healthy 3 points there for Mark Parker's side. And Red Bull Tomato got themselves in the lead in the matchup here as Axel Witsel knocked the ball there to Draxler, and then Draxler found a great pass there to Van Persie. Then he lost control of the ball and then the ball went back to Van Persie and then striked it past Jens Lehmann and made it 1-0 to Red Bull Tomato at the Red Bull Arena to go 1-0 up here against the strugglers Hassonfield Terriers here in the Premier League. And then Hassonfield Terriers got themselves level in the matchup as Aaron Moy on the attack here against Red Bull Tomato's defence, and a long-range shot from the Australian puts Hassonfield Terriers level in the game before half-time. And they've been struggling so far to gain points this season. They did win their previous matchup in the Premier League, their first victory last week. But right here, right now, a great goal right there puts themselves level in the game, and they got themselves a draw at the end of the matchup here, as both teams ended as a draw, 1 apiece. And the only goals scored in the game in this match between Goldfield and Grasshoppers by a goal from Tino Werner was the only player who scored the goal for Goldfield to end the matchup here, only for a single one-goal victory away from home against Grasshoppers United here at Grasshopper Turf, and 3 points for Goldfield. A real perfect start for Padres Impact in the game. They got themselves in the lead by a goal from Lacazette, as Cantona assisted Lacazette for the first goal to put Padres Impact in the lead here at the La Soccer Stadium. Sergio Aguero for Waynord here, really pressing forward here against the Padres' defence, as then pass ball from Aguero to Lewandowski, then back to Aguero, and Aguero puts it into the net. They have had a very bad start to the Premier League season so far this campaign for Waynord. They got themselves level here against Padres Impact at the La Soccer Stadium, and things look very positive for them in the matchup. They get themselves a draw in this matchup. Not a victory, but at least there's a bit of something after a very poor start to the campaign, as it ends here 1-1 between the two sides. And Noah Solskjaer passed ball there, David Trezeguet there to pass there to Lucas Perez to assist him with the first goal in the matchup here before half time, as Perez take the lead here against Charlton Saturday, and now they are leading this game here, South Coast Rangers, by 1-0. And in the second half, things are looking great for South Coast Rangers. They might be 1-0 up in the first half, but Charlton Saturday somehow got level in the matchup as Carnu won the ball as mistakes were made at the back from South Coast's defence, as Charlton Saturday took the advantage out of that, and now they are level in the match. And then 20 minutes before the game ended, Charlton Saturday got themselves 2-1 up in the matchup, and they got themselves in the lead. Charlton Saturday by Troy Deeney puts it past their Casper Silsen to put Charlton Saturday 2-1 up, and they are looking for their first victory in the top flight ever since being relegated from the division since 1994, as they've had at least 3 draws so far this season and not picked up a single win yet. And on match day 7, it looks like they finally got themselves their first win of the season and their first top flight win since 1994. And the match did actually end at the South Camp Stadium as South Coast Rangers 1, Charlton Saturday 2. A brilliant run right there from Granit Xhaka from Switzerland midfielder, who passed the ball there to Neymar and put it into the back of the net and scored for Prels here in the 14th minute of the matchup here, as they lead the game here against Sporting Sun Lake by 1-0. Brilliant pass, I've got to say there, from Xhaka to Neymar, the Brazilian, and now it's 1-0. And then Prels extend the lead to go 2 goals in front as Neymar switched it 1-2 pass from Haaland to Neymar. And then Neymar scores a second goal for Prels, however, in the matchup, as Bill Hilton couldn't save and stop his shot. And the Brazilian makes it 2 in the second half here for Prantos. And Sporting Sun Lake got themselves a goal back in the matchup there, as Gourmet's right there strikes it past keeper Akafif as the Ivory Coast forward makes it 1 goal back for Sporting Sun Lake here, but they're still trailing the game here by 2-1. Maybe a comeback could happen, who knows on that. And a real brilliant victory right there for Prels, however, in the matchup. 2 goals from a Brazilian man, Neymar, and Gourmet's trying to get back in the matchup, but the match ended 2-1 for Prantos. A free kick here for Los Andreas in the matchup as Hulk crossed the ball into the box to Bray Hamilton and had a shot from long range in the box to make it 1-0. As Hashtag United here trail by 1-0 as Bray Hamilton makes it 1 here so far for Los Andreas. And then Los Andreas picked up a second goal in the match, a throw from Holt there to Bray Hamilton to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. 1-2 there to Bray Hamilton, across from Hamilton, header there from Falcao. In the 90th minute of the matchup, Los Andreas made it 2-0 in the match, and they've guaranteed themselves 3 points after that, and a big 2-goal victory for them puts them in a first ever victory of the Premier League so far this season. Their first win of this season so far, and they won it in style here against Hashtag by 2-0. And the official top half of the table of the Premier League, we have the Red Devils are first with 19 points. In second is Parantos with 16 points. In third we have Padres Impact with 14 points. And in fourth position is Addis with 14 points. Goldfield and Tolga are outside the championship positions in 5th and 6th. And Chesago dropped down to 7th in the table in the Conference League position. And South Coast, Red Bull Tomato and Sporting Sun Lake occupy the outside positions outside the European position of the table. In the bottom half of the table, City are 11th, 12th for Los Andreas, Welder 13th, 14th is AFC Richmond, 15th is Grasshoppers, 16th is the Dragons, 17th is Chartered Saturday, and Hassenfield Terriers in the relegation playoffs. But as for Iceberg Forest and Hashtag United, those two teams are in the relegation drop. And coming up this Wednesday, match day 2 fixtures of the UEFA Champions League as Adas Gunners travel to Spain to take on Atletico Madrid, featuring the Champions League football, and when will we be playing at home against Ginola in the other game featured on match day 2. And the game highlights will be played of course between Granada and the Georgington Red Devils, and Parantos and Hercules Almelo as well. And also on Monday Night Football, Goldfield Boys United will be playing Padres Impact on Monday Night Football, and also the other 9 games also feature after that as well, after the game between Goldfield and Padres in that matchup here on Sky Sports. And that's the official results right here of all the Premier League action for match day 7 of the Premier League. And that's all we have time for here this afternoon. And we'll see you, of course, the UEFA Champions League in the next 4 days from now on Wednesday. But until now, on Saturday kickoff, we'll see you in 4 days. Have a good afternoon.